something we're definitely excited for. Just build a legacy, especially two brothers just coming off the edge, getting at the quarterback, whatever we need to do, make change and make plays out in the backfield. I think that's definitely something we're looking forward to. But, I mean, it means everything. Family can still come up here for Christmas, Thanksgiving games, all that stuff, and still be together, which is something we didn't do the past couple of years, was me being in college and then him being in the NFL, obviously. So, I mean, it's just nice to know that we're all just one place and our family can visit us anytime. And, I mean, just having your brother back right beside you and everything. So it's just, I mean, it's a great opportunity.
And the rookie season, it was a little bit of let's call it start stop. You know, it wasn't little ding here, little ding there. But just curious how you feel physically going into the second season, and you know what you are able to build on from that rookie year.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm 100% good. I'm doing everything I need to do to get right back on the field. I've been good for a while now, so. I mean, definitely looking forward to the season. Definitely want to get my name out there and just make plays. Anywhere I can help the team, really. It doesn't matter. Special teams, offense, defense, it don't matter. I play whatever. So I'm just looking forward to build the camaraderie with the teammates right now, just in just OTAs, and just kind of get to know each other, get to know the coaches, and just get the fundamentals and the basics of the defense. Yeah, just having fun, really just flying around, just learning more about the game, and definitely looking forward to the season.
Thanks, Julian.
Let's go to Dave next.
Hey, Julian, just refresh my memory. What did you miss time with at the end of last year? Was it related to the injury at Notre Dame, or was that something completely different?
No, it was something different.
Okay. You mentioned, building a legacy with Romeo. What do you want that legacy to be?
Obviously, I mean, I don't think we've had, or I don't know if anybody's had two brothers coming off the edge, getting after the quarterback. And so I definitely see myself getting double-digit sacks. My brother, the same thing. So I think that's something that hasn't been done with two brothers coming off the edge. And just having the excitement of having knowing your brothers on the other end, keep containing the quarterback and whoever's inside, no matter. We're able to get more guys on the field. We have so many players out here that can dominate and play winning football for all of us, really. And so I think that's what we're trying to build right now. Just working on our technique, working on our game right now, working on our defense, just ways we can get better every day. So I think just right now that's what we're focused on, just getting better, getting the fundamentals, getting to know our coaches, and just building that team camaraderie right now. So I think that's the main focus right now. And when camp comes around, focusing just building day by day. So.
And then just last thing, I'm pretty sure you played both at Notre Dame, hand down, standing up off the ball. Can you just give us an idea of how much of each you've done to this point in your career? Where you feel most comfortable too, for that matter? Yeah,
I would definitely say I've been doing the same thing since my freshman year in college. So I would say I've had a pretty good experience doing that. So whatever they got me doing, I think I could do it. Definitely got the confidence that I can go out there and make plays, hands down, standing up, it doesn't matter.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Julian.
Let's see.
Go ahead, Tim. Start us off.
Hey, Jamal, how you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm good. Good to talk to you again. Hey, I just wanted first impressions of Deuce and just what he brings to that room and the relationship that you guys are kind of already forming as a running back unit, coach and player in that room.
Oh, it's great. Honestly, great to have Deuce. Just grateful to have him just from a player, coach standpoint, and he can really just give us both sides. And just picking his brain, it makes things easier. Just getting into this game plan, offense, and really just having fun out there. You know what I mean? And it's just great to have somebody who got juice, who is going to bring it every day. You know what I mean? To make sure that he brings out the best of all of us. And
then I got one other one for you real quick. Just you talked about it early in the offseason, but now that you've kind of seen what you and DeAndre look like as a pair on the field, just how do you guys complement each other from what you've seen early on?
Say it one more time. You froze like that.
Oh,
Like that. One more
yeah,
time.
so what do you see as how do you and DeAndre complement each other from what you've seen kind of early on in the off-season program?
Oh, really? I just see us just helping each other out, doing the best we can in every role. We can play anything, receiving, running, getting the ball in all types of different places, and I feel like we just going to be used in every type of way we can be used, so it's going to be a great year. We just going to keep complimenting each other and really take this offense and go down and just go score every time we get the ball. So that's the mindset, and that's really how we going about it.
Mike O'Hara.
Hey, good to have you back again. Hey, we were talking to Deuce. This was another one from him this morning. He was talking about your leadership and your presence and how it's not just on the field, but it starts in the meeting room and carries out to the playing field. What does that mean to you to have a coach value you that highly?
Oh man, it just feels good. I'm just grateful to have people in me who believe and, believe in my talents and know what I bring to the team. And, my thing is I never want to let people who believe in me let them down. And I'm just coming out here, just doing the best I can, being that team player, being an energy player, doing everything I can for my offense to get them ready to go. And while we in practice too, getting on the defense and challenging them, make sure they know that we're going to bring our 100 effort every time. You know what I mean? So it's just us having that mentality as a team, and really it's just us just pushing each other. And the more we push each other, the easier game day going to be for us.
And one other thing that Deuce talked about, bringing the juice and, once you go out on the field, things change. Do you have that same mentality too?
Oh yeah. See, Deuce a little more spark pluggy than me, honestly. I think his football side still wants to be here, you know what I mean? But he in coach mode. So all his juice and everything he do, he wants all that to come out of us, you know what I mean? To play harder, run harder. Every time we catch the ball, every time we score, every time we do a block or something good, that's him, his way of saying that's him playing through us. So it's just great to have Deuce along, you know what I mean, and coaching us, and really it's getting great and even more better. So
All right, cool. Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
yes, sir.
Justin.
Hey, Jamal. Heard your father recently passed. First of all, condolences on that front. I know you guys didn't have maybe the best relationship at times. I was just curious if you guys patched that up at all in recent years, and I guess what he meant to you in reaching this point.
Yeah, before my dad passed away, me and him were already on good terms and just getting back to reconnecting. So I'm just grateful, before he passed away, that my last words were, "I love you." So really just taking it a day at a time, and really just trying to live every day like it's my last. So I'm doing the best I can as just being a better brother, be a better dad, family member in general, just trying to be a better person in general and just spread as much positive impact as I can on people. So.
And then specifically to today's practice, I saw you, I don't know exactly which linebacker it was, but you beat him on a little foot in the ground move and said some words. I guess just what's it like bringing that energy to the practice field?
It just feel good, man. I be trying to tell the defense now, don't look at this number. Don't look at 30 and think, oh, running routes is going to be easy peasy. I want that. I want all of that. Give me, and if you think you're frisky, come one-on-one and we can really, I want all of that. You know what I mean? But people haven't seen this side yet. And that's what it's going to be crazy, is that they about to get this juice. They about to get all this swag daddy, all of it. And they about to be like, man, where was all this at? You know what I mean? And it's really just me just getting better and better and knowing things I know I could work on. I'm trying to make those things a strength too. So I'm always working on getting better.
Thank you, Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
Wojo.
Hey, Jamal, when you said people haven't seen this side of you, are you talking about your teammates, your new teammates here, or in general in the football
game? Everybody ain't seen nothing yet. Everybody. Really, the only people who've seen it is the people I've been my inner circle of training, you know what I mean, and getting ready to come out here. And so, but even now, my coaches, they see a little bit of it, but it's still a lot more they got in store. And I just want to come out here and be the best person I could be that weapon for the team in any way I need to be. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm just at my best and ready to go. And when my number is called, I'm ready to go out there and win, honestly.
And I assume if the Lions were to sign Todd Gurley, you guys would find room in the backfield for him, I think, would you?
Yeah, it's always good. I just love just the positive competitiveness, just in general, with all my running back teammates and just everybody in the position room, And if Todd come in, it's still gonna be the same positive competition. Everybody working to be the best that we can be, and at the end of the day, is to help the team.
One more thing you talk about, a positive impact on people in general. Foundation that you're with, is it Microband that raises or helps out frontline workers? Is that something you're part of?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
I got some stuff I got to do that I'm not good at yet.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious where that stood. Okay.
No. But I'm with them though. Yeah. But
okay.
we did a little thing to give somebody give them like a little surprise about how hard they was working, a custodian who was working in a school. And so we got them a little gift bag and tickets to a game too. So it's everything in motion, See those type of things, I'm gonna let y'all know. Those type of things, like real sentimental life things, they make me cry. You know what I mean? That's why I can't be doing no real charity things. I really might just start crying in front of everybody. It's just the emotions in me. You know what I mean? It's just I care a lot, and I respect people who do genuine things, out of the kindness of their heart. And they're not looking for a reward. They're not doing it for a reward. They're not doing it for recognition. They just do it because of the genuine kindness of their heart. So, and that's what made me cry when me and Microband 24 did this thing for our special guest.
And it's for sanitation workers and people like that, right? Gotcha.
Yep.
That is very nice. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Dave Burkett.
Hey man, let the emotion go. Everyone appreciates that, right? That's real life. So that's good stuff. You got any new dad jokes for us before I get to my questions? I know you say you're a big dad joke guy. So put you on the spot.
Which ones did I hit you with already?
I don't remember.
Oh, man.
All good. I'll let you think.
I got one. Yeah. But real talk though, I used to be addicted to the hokey pokey. But luckily I turned myself around.
I like it. All right. I wanted to ask about one of your former teammates and current teammates, I guess, Tim Boyle. Just, this is sort of our first glimpse at him, right? He was, obviously no one really got to see much of him the last couple of years in Green Bay, but you did. So what sort of player is he? What do the Lions have in Tim Boyle?
Oh, he's a great player, great team player, hard worker. And really the good thing about Tim is he's always in the playbook and he's basically almost like a second coach. You know what I mean? And you can really go up to him and ask him any type of questions and, he'll have them for you. But I just love my boy Tim just because he's just a good man, good heart, great teammate, great friend. And, when he does get his turns or even in practice, just when he getting out there slinging the ball, he just ready to go at all times. So he knows what he's doing. I'm proud of him, and I'm grateful to have him here too.
Do you see him as being on a trajectory to be a starter at some point in the NFL? At some point in his career?
Oh yeah, I feel everybody should deserve at least their one shot. You know what I mean? At least get an opportunity to show what they can do and prove that they could be a starter. And I feel Tim could be one soon when he get his opportunity.
Yeah. And then I guess I should ask you about the other Green Bay quarterback too, that Aaron Rodgers guy. Just any thoughts on what's going on with him and that situation in Green Bay and what, the result of that might be for the rest of the NFC North, how that might open the door if for a lot of teams to compete.
Sure. I love 12, you know what I mean? I want him to do whatever makes him happy in life. And that's just coming from in life and friend standpoint and perspective. I just want him to just be happy, live his life and do what he needs to do. But for Lions, for my team and everything, go ahead and just stay out for a minute. Let's go ahead and get loose. I mean, we'll go get some twos, but make it easier for us, But I wish him the best. That's my boy, you know, and I just want him to do whatever makes him happy, you know.
Have you talked to him lately? Do you have any sense of how this might end up playing out?
Nah, you know, I'm focused on this Detroit Lions, baby. I ain't doing nothing else. I'm worried about getting us right. You know what I mean? You know, everybody got their lives to worry about. And my people is here. So I gotta take care of my people right now. Make sure that we straight so we can go and get to where we need to get to. So that's all.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Last one, Corey Woods.
Hey, Jamal, you are a pretty turned guy as it is already. I seen you out there on the practice field today. You were just full of energy. Do you have like a pregame like mix tape or playlist that you listen to that gets you amped up when you get out there on the field?
For practice or for game?
How about both?
For practice, no. For practice, it's more for me playing music in my head, honestly. So I really be getting myself together and just trying to focus. Game day on a different story though. Game day, yeah, I got a whole playlist, but I don't like giving it out. I don't know why. It's just not in me. Like I probably give one song, but I can't give you my whole playlist yet. People be asking me too. I can't do it.
What song do you have on repeat? I know it's got to be one on repeat before you get out there.
So it just depends on the flavor of the day. I have different ones in different genres. I'll say one of my favorite songs is called Nobody, and it's by Skin Dread. But that was before I really hit the field, honestly. I like that one. But I like a lot of rap songs, but they gotta be from Cali. I like my West Coast beats and just how they move different, honestly. And I like the techno beats. I love me a beat. If it's a good beat and I can dance to it, it doesn't even matter what they're talking about, honestly, to me.
Awesome. Thanks, Jamal.
Fair enough. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
Michael Rogers up next.
Go ahead, Tim. Start us off.
Hey, Michael, how you doing?
How you doing, Tim?
Good. Hey, just maybe first impressions of not only what Aaron Glenn is bringing with the scheme, but also with some of the guys that you have playing alongside you. Obviously, Romeo had a terrific season. Trey has a reputation of being kind of a quality guy year in and year out. And then the guys that they drafted, the young guys, I know you're just starting to kind of play this week and get alongside of those guys, but maybe just first impressions, both of the defense and the guys that you have playing alongside you in that kind of revamped defensive line.
I'm definitely liking the process that we're going on. Being that we have a new regime, new coaches, they're not just throwing a lot of stuff at us at one time, and then we're going through a process of learning the defenses. You're really talking to the coaches, and just being open with one another. I think the biggest thing about coaches and players is that we have to have great communication, and he's 100% the best communicator that I've kind of been around. Just being a player that's played in the league, and he has an understanding of that perspective of being a player. So when you ask him a question or something like that, he can definitely get to answering your question on on what you need to be answered. So for me, I think the biggest thing about this coaching staff was how they go about, coaching and just the process of just playing the game and having some, having energy and love for the game. So I'm enjoying the coaching staff. I'm enjoying the players that I'm surrounded by, and it's definitely fun for me.
And then just one quick follow-up, if I may. We talked to Dan this morning, and he talked about you just kind of being all about ball and being, a business-like approach to it. Where did you develop that, and how important is it? Did you learn that from any veteran guys when you first came in the league? And how is it important for young guys like Levi and Aleem to maybe glean some of that off of veteran guys, just how to get along and how to be a productive player in this league for a long time?
I mean, it just happens over time, really. I've been in the league going on 10 years. I've seen a lot of guys come and go. I've been around a lot of different coaches. And I just, you gotta kind of pull your emotions back from it and focus on ball. I think that's the biggest thing is I still love this game. I still feel like I have a lot to give this game. So the biggest thing about me is, making sure I bring my focus into football. When I come into this building, it's all about the guys that's in this building, about the team. And then when I leave, I'm a father, I'm a brother, so I just put my all in. When I come into the building, you'll get 100% of my focus and my effort and everything. So I just give it, a testament to that, man. I just love this game and just love ball. So yeah.
Thanks and welcome.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Justin Rogers.
Brock, good to talk to you again.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. They brought you in as a culture guy just as much as what you could produce on the field, and then they turn around, they draft Levi, they draft Aleem. They clearly are injecting some youth into that room. When you look at yourself as a mentor, do you see yourself as a passive or an active guy in that role in terms of helping those guys get acclimated?
I try to be passive because I don't want to, rub anybody the wrong way, because, some guys, they have their own niches, their own stuff. And I don't want to be that guy to come in and just say, oh, you're doing everything wrong. So I try to just give my little 2 cents, really. If there's something that I feel like I can give them that, something that they can take, I'll do it. But other than that, man, I'm just trying to find my way around. I don't want to just claim that I'm a captain or anything like that. But wherever, I can, put my little 2 cents in, give you a little knowledge here and there, wisdom, I'll do it. And other than that, man, I'm just, I'm chilling. I'm cool, old Brock.
You've been in their shoes before. You've been a guy that was drafted and expected to contribute, pretty much right away.
Mm-hmm.
What is the biggest piece of advice you'd give those guys in terms of, just, making sure that learning curve is flattened as quickly as possible?
The biggest thing is just slowing it down, really. I mean, when you're out there, you get thrown into that fire, you're in the NFL, come from college, and, all that pressure's on you. You really have to slow down. I think that was a big thing about me, man, being a first rounder coming in. You didn't want to be a bust, like you're thinking about that stuff. So you just have to really slow down, learn the game, take it one day at a time. I think, that's a big deal, is just taking it one day at a time, not trying to overdo yourself, and just be open, just be a sponge. I think that's the biggest thing. Be a sponge, be open to learning new things, new techniques, and, adjusting on the fly. I think that's the biggest things.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Dave Burkett.
You mentioned the hat. Is that new? You got some new swag coming out for?
Man, this is my new little line, and I'm trying to. It's a little starter. This is like kind of my my opening is, I decided to just come out with my own brand, and if I'm going to be wearing any brand, I'm gonna just wear my brand. So this new hat should have some different colors coming soon. So I'm gonna get a boy some soon.
expect to see them all in the locker room. You got the Mamba shirt on too. So I don't know, do you know Kobe? I don't know. Do you have any stories about
not really. I did know Kobe. I mean, the whole situation is crazy, just being there and it happening, going down while I was there. So I think the biggest thing is the Mamba mentality. I think everybody tries to follow that and just, work your ass off and do what you have to do for your team. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to ask about was sort of related to, when you were in LA, Brett Holmes, when he was making this pick in the draft, he said he wanted to build a beast, and he referenced what you guys did with the Rams, Robert Quinn, then you, then Aaron Donald, just sort of stacking those first round picks, that talent on top of one another. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if you can just reflect back on that time and what having so much talent at one position, so many talented players like that, what that can do for a unit as it relates to the offensive line that you guys are building now.
I think, just building in the trenches, for the most part. I mean, it's definitely a way. It takes a little time, because you have to wait for those picks to come in, obviously. But when you build from the trenches, I just think you're building from your foundation up. I've seen over my career that, when you have 3 or 4, first rounders on your team, you can constantly rotate guys and, everybody's fresh and your D-line can just get after it. So if that's what they're doing, and they're doing it, on the right track. So the one thing I can see, we have a lot of talent. We have a lot of young talent, but we have a lot of talent. So when we get after it, it's a lot of effort going to be out there. It's going to be a lot of guys flying around. So the biggest thing is about our rotation and being fresh on Sundays.
And adding to a strength, keeping it a strength, does that strike fear in opponents? When you go into a game, opponents always say, wow, look at, all the people they have on that, whatever the unit is, how good that unit is. Is that part of it too, I guess? Does that factor into it?
Not too much, and especially up here in the NFL. I mean, it's like it's any given Sunday, really. I mean, if you're not focused, you don't bring your A game, you're going to get beat. So the biggest thing is about us is, understanding that we have to execute. Execution is the biggest thing, and having consistency. If we can do that, we'll beat a lot of teams in this league. But if we don't, it's gonna be a low road. So for us, up front is just about communication and execution, man.
Great, thank you.
No problem.
All right, thanks everybody. Thanks, Brock.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, Randy, welcome to Detroit. This might be a bit of a weird question, but is there any advantages or disadvantages to knowing you're going to be kicking off turf most weeks?
I wouldn't necessarily say turf, but I would say I think a dome helps. After coming from the AFC North, that was very appealing. Trying to get out of some of that weather a little bit, have 10 games in a dome, and hopefully that continues to carry over on the success rate and field goal percentage.
And then I know kicking is kind of like a golf swing, right? Like everything has got to be just right. How long does it take you to get used to a new operation, a new holder, a new snapper? How long does it take for that to kind of get all working together?
It actually happens relatively quickly. Actually, before we actually came up here, we didn't know how the whole off-season program was actually going to last, or if it was going to happen. We actually had Jack come down, and Don actually ends up living like 15 minutes from me in Houston. So we all kind of got together and worked a little bit on our own before we even got up here, not knowing we had the opportunity to even work together up here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mike O'Hara.
Thanks for doing this. I just wonder, this has got really nothing to do with technique or anything, but if you know anything about the history of kickers here in Detroit, going back to 1980 with Ed Murray, they've had like 4 full-time kickers in 41 years. I wonder if you're aware of that, as part of the the history of the position here.
I was aware of it. I was also aware of Jason Hansen playing here for so long and being
Sure.
incredibly successful. Obviously, that was somebody who I watched growing up. So very honored to play here after someone like that who played.
Okay, thank you.
Dave Burkett.
Hey, welcome to Detroit first, Randy. You just mentioned kicking in the AFC North, and I think we all know, right? They're all outdoor stadiums, and you can encounter some bad weather. So, just in your experience around the league, what's the best stadium, best situation to kick in, and what's been the hardest, the worst so far?
I would just say more than anything, a lot of times I wouldn't say it's necessarily easier. I would say it's more a controlled environment in a dome. That's kind of common sense, but it does kind of take some of the elements out where you're not playing in snow, wind, rain, sleet, whatever it could be that could make the success of your job a little bit more challenging. So a lot of the AFC North, some of the games here, probably I would think Green Bay, Chicago at times, depending on where they are in the schedule, could be challenging. But that's what you sign up for. That's part of the job, and that's what pregame warm-up is for, to determine what you need to do and be successful whenever you're called out there.
Get to kick against one of your old teams, obviously this year. Do kickers circle games? Is that a game that matters to you at all?
To be honest, this is my 10th season, so I try to take it every game and just have fun with it and perform at a high level each week.
All right, thank you.
And Tonyman.
We talked to Dave yesterday, and he said anytime there's two guys at one position, it's always a competition. And just your expectations for what that might look like in camp between you and Matthew, and will that just make each one of you better the more you guys compete with each other throughout those kind of dog days of August?
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely a competitive situation, but I try to focus on what I do, my process, what I need to do, prepare. As long as I'm doing my job and playing at a high level, everything takes care of itself. So I try to help the young guys, and we kind of go back and forth too, helping each other to be successful and learn from each other. But at the end of the day, you just try to, tunnel vision, do what you need to do, and take care of business.
All right. Thanks, Randy. Guys, we'll have Tracy Walker up last.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. look at just kind of what guys like Von Bell and Marcus Williams, and even last year, Malcolm Jenkins were able to do in that defense at the safety position, just how excited do you get about, being able to play that position in this defense and maybe have some of the same success that those guys have had playing under Aaron Glenn over the last few years?
Honestly, first off, it's a blessing to be able to play under this coach and his scheme. First off, I appreciate the knowledge that I've been learning and the tips that these coaches have been giving me. And just to be quite frank with you, God willing, I feel like I'm going to have a good year just off of just the way the system ran and just the way I'm treated, just everything and every aspect of it. I believe, and I'm so happy right now just with everything going on, honestly.
And then just one follow-up. We talked to you early in the offseason, and you kind of admitted that, the ups and downs of last year maybe didn't go the way that you wanted. There's some factors behind that. But when you turned it around and really focused on the offseason, what was it that you really wanted to emphasize in terms of something that you identified wanting to improve in your game, or what was the focus for you this offseason?
Honestly, just being a better me. I feel like if I can be a better me, be a better Tracy Walker III, then everything else will take care of itself. And that's on the field, that's off the field. And so that's kind of what I've been focused on. I've been just focused on trying to be the better result of myself. I feel like it's a lot of improvement that I've made over these past couple of years, especially after last year. I've grown and I've matured in a lot of different ways. And so I just been preparing myself as to attack this year because it's a new year and just to be the best person I can be. And then, like I said, the rest will take care of itself.
Kyle Meinke.
What's up, Tracy? Tim stole my question, so maybe just to build off that a little bit. When you say you want to be a better Tracy Walker, how are you going about doing that?
Well, definitely, I'm a fourth-year guy, so obviously I got a lot of young guys looking up to me. So I got to be able to coach them and to be able to take criticism and show them the proper way to take criticism. And like I said, man, it's a new system, it's a new scheme. So with that being said, everybody's learning right now, and like I said, if I can demonstrate with guys looking up to me that I'm a better me and I'm a better leader, of course, then like I said, everybody will catch on. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to lead by example as well as lead by, coaching and just like I said, just being a better me. If everybody, respects me and loves me, so I feel like, I'm doing a great job.
Well, it seems like you're pretty high on the coaching staff and the new scheme as well. What is it about the new leadership or the new defense that you like? I
mean, honestly, I just get to be myself. Let's just say it like that. I get to walk around and be myself, and I can't ask for much else. As long as I get to be myself and be the jolly person that I am, then like I said, my play on the field will speak for itself. I'm not too much worried about all the outside voices and everything that's going on right now. I'm just bought in. I'm just learning this new scheme and learning as much as I can from these coaches because, like I said, like you said, the resume speaks for itself. With their previous safeties that they coached, and they made a lot of plays. Von Bell, Marcus Williams, both those guys are Pro Bowlers. I mean, it just speaks for itself. Like I said, Malcolm Jenkins, I can keep going. They all were great safeties, and they all made a lot of plays. And like I said, they all listen to AG. They listen. AP, he's the same way. I feel like I said, those guys, they've coached some of the best corners, safeties in the NFL. And I feel like they're going to help transform my game. So I'm listening to them, and I'm bought in all the way.
Thank you.
Dave Burkett.
Hey, Tracy, good to see you again. How's the little one doing?
Oh man, he's great. Yeah, he's waiting on me as we speak, but he gotta wait.
We won't keep you long then. Get to him. But can you just explain a little bit more, because Aaron did mention this last week, the production of safeties in this defense. Why is this defense so safety friendly, I guess?
Honestly, because I want to say it like this: the safeties are so important because they're the ones that are controlling the show along with the linebackers, and I feel like everything has to be controlled by the safeties. I feel like if the safeties making the wrong calls, then the corners, the nickels, and everybody else is going to be screwed. So we got to be on our job first, and we got to understand what's going on. And like I said, we got to be able to lead by example. We got to be in the right place and be able to put everybody in the right place. So that's
is it different than other schemes though? Like, does it give you more opportunity to make plays? And what is the reason for that, if so?
I feel like you can make plays in whatever system you're in. It's just the matter of the coaches put you in the right position to make the plays.
Yeah, makes sense. And then just last thing, I guess, you mentioned that this is year 4 for you. Obviously, we've seen some really good out of you. I know, we talked about last year why maybe there were some more ups and downs, but how big of a season do you feel this is just on an individual level for you to prove yourself, I guess, and, what might await you down the road?
To be quite frank with you, I'm not too much individually worried about myself and my accolades because, like I said, if I could be a better leader to my teammates and I can help be the best safety I can be, my individual accolades gonna speak for itself. Of course, I obviously want to have a great year, but I got to be a better man. That's why I said, let me be a better Tracy. I can definitely go out there and make plays. That's no question and doubt whatsoever. But I feel like I have to mentally and emotionally be correct. And that's just bottom line. So that's why I said me being the best me will take care of itself. I'll make as many plays as possible if I'm the best Tracy.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So Justin Rogers, last question.
Hey Tracy, this might be another variation of kind of some of the questions we've already asked, but split safety. There's a lot more split safety looks in this defense, according to just what the coaches have said in this offseason. I'm curious. You said last year, you felt like you were better in the free safety role. How does the split safety looks appeal to your skill set?
It's great. This definitely a system that I ran in college, so it's a lot of huge similarities for me, and I'm comfortable. It allows me not be in the box, down by the linebackers every play. So I feel like for me that's great. It's a blessing for me to be back high. You'll never know what I'm in, so that's great for me. I get to roam and I get to be me.
And then nobody has a better view of the quarterback position than the deep man on the defense. So just the first couple weeks of Jared Goff, I was just curious your impressions of what he's bringing to the table.
I feel like JG, I call him JG, but I feel like, man, he's a really good quarterback. I definitely see why he was drafted #1. He's very accurate. He's smart. He goes through his progressions, his reads, and he's clean. He's one of the best quarterbacks. It's not my first time seeing him. I played against the Rams my second year, so definitely kind of have an idea of what he's capable of. But me seeing him firsthand in practice, man, he's a competitor. I come at him every day. We gonna get the best out of each other. He controls the offense. I'm trying to control the defense, and like I said, we going at it. We competing every day. So I enjoy going to work with him, and I enjoy seeing him out there and making plays with him.
Appreciate you, Tracy.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, everybody. That's all we got for today.
Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Eamon.
All right, y'all take it easy.